Adako, Chisom's mother, screamed. After all I have done for you, working so hard to give you a good life and education, this is how you choose to pay me back. I am so disappointed in you. Once upon a time, in a small village called Ebago, a young girl named Chisom was the apple of her mother's eyes. Because she was an only child, she was also loved by the villagers because of her kind nature. Chisom is a talented artist in her village. She have always dreamt of showcasing her work at the National Art Exhibition. Drawing is her life, and she was so good at it that all the villagers always beg her for a portrait. Meanwhile, Obidike is a drummer in the neighboring village who plays drum for any event that is going on in his village or outside. He is a very popular drummer because he is good at what he does. One day, Obidike and Chisom crossed paths during an event in her village. However, she fell in love with Obidike. Their love was so pure and passionate, but they were very young and naive. Chisom and Obidike's love grew strong quickly, and before they knew it, Chisom found herself pregnant. She was so scared because she knew the consequences of getting unwanted pregnancy at her tender age. She was only 15 years old. She was so afraid because she knew she had disappointed her mother, whom she loved so dearly. Chisom's world was turned upside down when she discovered she was pregnant at her age. Shocked and overwhelmed, she struggled to come in terms with the reality of her situation, fearful of judgment from people and rejection she will get from her family, especially her mother. Chisom felt lost and alone in her journey to motherhood. So, she decided to keep the pregnancy to herself and face the consequences by herself. She did not let her pregnancy stop her from achieving her dreams of becoming a known artist in all the community. She continued to pursue her passion for art, using her talent as a source of comfort during difficult times. Chisom started to use her talent to create breathtaking work of art that captured the essence of her journey, forgetting that her tummy will start to grow big someday. One fateful day, Adako, Chisom's mother, came back from the market and met Chisom on the chair covered with a blanket, and she was shivering. Then, Chisom's mother touched her body, and she sees that her body was very hot. She immediately asked Chisom to get dressed. Let's go to the hospital. You know you are all I have. I can't let anything bad happen to you. Chisom immediately replied her mother, Mama, I am doing fine. It's just normal fever. I've taken drugs. I'll be fine by morning. But Chisom's mother was not having it. She replied her, get up and get dressed. We are going to the hospital. That is final. As Chisom was arguing with her mother about going to the hospital or not, she felt like she wants to vomit. So she quickly ran outside to vomit. As the mother followed her outside, she suspected that her daughter might be pregnant. But she kept her cool and dragged Chisom to the hospital, where she was confirmed pregnant. As they got home, Chisom's mother angrily asked her, who got you pregnant? I said, who is the father of this child? Chisom, with fear and tears in her eyes, answered her mother, Mama, it's Obidike, Mazi Okeke's son from the neighboring village. The popular drummer tears was flowing like a river in Adako's eyes as Chisom confessed to her, telling her who the father of the unwanted pregnancy is. Shock and disappointed washed over her, leaving her feeling numb and betrayed. How could you make such a mistake? Chisom's mother said with tears. Chisom's mother became more angry and she lashes out at Chisom. Her words were sharp and cutting like a dagger. "You have ruined your life, Chisom," Adako cries out. Her voice was filled with anguish. How could you be so careless? How could you make such a reckless decision? You have thrown away everything I have worked hard for. Everything I have worked hard to give you. How could you do this to us? Chisom's pregnancy stained her relationship with her mother because she really struggled to accept Chisom's condition. With this, their bond was tested. The next morning, Chisom's mother angrily stood up with tears and disappointment in her eyes. She said to Chisom, "Go in there, pack your things. We are going to Mazi Okeke's house. His son, Obidike, will take care of you until you put to bed to that child, since you have decided to disgrace me in this village." As they got to Mazi Okeke's house, Obidike denied not knowing who Chisom is, saying he's not responsible for the pregnancy. Chisom's mother angrily turned to Chisom and said to her, "Have you seen what you have brought upon yourself? He has denied you. Now the whole villagers will mock you and make fun of you because of your stupidity." Mazi Okeke asked Chisom's mother to calm down. Let him ask his son some questions. He then turned to Obidike and asked him, "Did you say you are not responsible for Chisom's pregnancy? You better say the truth, my son, because the consequences is on you. Even if you lie, the consequences is on you. You better say the truth." Obidike was now stammering, and he said to his father, "Papa, I am not responsible for her pregnancy. I did not touch her." Mazi Okeke asked his son Obidike again, "Obidike, I am asking you one more time. It's better for you to say the truth now. We'll find a way to go around it. Do not lie to your father. I raised you better than this. Did you get Chisom pregnant?" Obidike lied again. "Papa, I don't even know her. How am I supposed to get her pregnant? I've not even touched her before. Please, I am not responsible." Mazi Okeke turned to Chisom's mother and said, "My son Obidike said he's not responsible for your daughter's pregnancy, and I believe him because I trained him and I raised him well myself. Please, take your daughter away from here. Go and find out who truly is the father of this unwanted pregnancy in her womb." Chisom's mother became more angry. She was shouting and yelling at Chisom with so much anger and disappointment. She said to Chisom, "Go and look for the man who got you pregnant. Let him take care of you, because you will not follow me back to the house. You are such a disgrace." As Chisom was trying to tell her mother that Obidike is the one who got her pregnant and no one else, Chisom's mother slapped her twice. Then Chisom faced Obidike in front of his father and asked him, "Obidike, did you say you are not responsible for my pregnancy? Obidike, I ask you again, did you say you do not know me?" Chisom wept and said to Obidike, "You are a very wicked person. After all the love you professed to me, you denied me in front of our parents "Ah, Obidike, it will never be well with you." Obidike shouted at her, "I am not the father of that bastard you are carrying. Get out of my father's compound." Before Chisom left, she said to Obidike, "Since you do not know me, don't ever in your life look for me. I am dead to you." Chisom picked her bags and left. Soon enough, the news of Chisom's pregnancy spread round the village so fast that everyone knows about it. Everywhere she goes, people will mock and laugh at her. 2 days later, after Chisom's mother threw her out of the house, she felt so bad and was having a lot of regrets. So she decided to go and search for Chisom, her daughter, and bring her back home. She asked everyone that knows Chisom, but none could barely say anything tangible. So she decided to go to Mazi Okeke's house, where she left Chisom. On getting to Mazi Okeke's house, she met Obidike. Obidike now told her, "Chisom is not here if you are here to look for her. She left that same day you bring her to my father's compound. I told you I'm not responsible for that unwanted bastard in her tummy. So there is no place for her in my father's compound. Go elsewhere and go and look for your daughter." Adaku could not utter a word. She was shocked at the way Obidike was speaking to her. And she said to herself, "Can you imagine this small boy talking to me in this manner? Chai, Chisom, you have suffered." She quietly left Mazi Okeke's house and went back home. The next day, one of the villagers came to Chisom's mother and told her that she knows where Chisom is. Chisom's mother was so happy. She asked her, "Please, where can I find my daughter?" Chisom and the villager said to her, "In Oledo's house, her best friend's house." Adaku was so happy, so she thanked the villager and she quickly went inside, dressed up, and head to Oledo's house. When she got to Oledo's house, behold Chisom sitting down with Oledo discussing. She approached her daughter and said to her, "Please, kindly go in there and pack your things. We are going home." She turned and thanked Oledo for accommodating her daughter. "You are a rare friend. Thank you for accommodating Chisom, my daughter. But now, I will need to take her home and go and take care of her properly as a mother should." Chisom, with happiness on her face, she immediately listened to her mother, went inside and packed her things. She came out and they went home together. When they got home, Chisom knelt down in front of her mother with her face full of tears. She said to her, "Mama, please forgive me. I was deceived. I thought he loved me. Now I know better." And the mother looked at her silently for some seconds and said to her, "Listen, my daughter. I know you made a very big mistake that will cost you a lot. I know you are naive and young. I know you are not perfect. But I want to let you know that no one is perfect in this world. And there is no one who doesn't make mistakes. Yes, I was angry, sad, disappointed in you. But I can't leave you to suffer like this. I am your mother and I love you so much. I have forgiven you. Know that no matter what, I will never forsake you. but I will stand by you. After these words from Chisom's mother, they hugged each other tightly and smiled. Then, Adaku, Chisom's mother, started to take care of Chisom and her pregnancy until 9 months later, when Chisom gave birth to a bouncing baby girl. Chisom did not forsake her talent and education after she gave birth. Her mother made sure she went back to the university to study more about art. Though it was hard for Chisom because of her baby. How can she be taking care of her child and schooling at the same time? Her mother Adaku stood by her and took care of her grandchild while Chisom juggles the 4 walls of the university. Her mother made sure she finished the university and graduated. What a mother's love. Chisom later owned her own art gallery. Her artwork displayed for all to see. Her face was glowing with pride and satisfaction. Her talent draws a lot of attention from investors who invested in her. Despite the challenges she faced, Chisom's passion for art remained undimmed, serving as a beacon of hope and inspiration to others who face similar struggles. And in all unexpected twists of fate, Chisom's journey proves that with love, determination, and a dash of creativity, anything is possible. Because her journey was not an easy one, but it was filled with love, courage, and resilience. And with the unconditional love and support from her mother, Chisom emerged a strong woman. Her story shows that love is unconditional. We can overcome any obstacles that come our way. To mothers who find themselves in these similar situations, I will advise you to guide your child on the right path. Do not forsake them. Here at African Folktales by Mona, we celebrate the strength and wisdom of our ancestors, stories passed down through generations, reminding us of the power of love and community. We'll be here sharing stories that uplift and inspire you. Until next time, remember you are loved, you are strong, and you are never alone. If you want more interesting stories like this, kindly support my channel by subscribing. It is totally free. Don't forget to turn on your notification so that you'll be notified immediately I post the next interesting and educating story. As we bring stories that warm your heart, bye!